Hi everyone. This video is going to go over a quick way of, a couple quick ways of organizing your university application process. We're going to go over three basic ones, and hopefully this is going to be the shortest video I make. I'm kind of tired of talking, and I'm sure you're tired of listening. So now again, I'm going to just reiterate that your university search, your plans beyond high school are yours and yours alone, so please make sure that you're making the decisions and being proactive with those decisions. When you're making a decision, of course, you're going to be looking at a number of different things, okay? You're going to be looking at the size of the university, the students on the university, the academic courses, the weather, how much it costs, your professors, things that you can do after university. Don't worry, these pictures don't correspond with anything I'm talking about. They're just a visual aid. Um, Location, where is it in a city? Is it in the countryside? Is it top of a mountain, or is it down bottom of the valley? All of these things are going to affect your life over the next few years, and it's definitely worthwhile spending some time to consider all of them. Now, this video is going to be on how to stay organized, which is not always easy. So I'm going to give you a couple suggestions, and here they are. First up is email. So we all use email, and if you use Microsoft Office, I would definitely encourage you to use to sort of create a folder specifically for university admissions and your application. Your teachers are going to be emailing you, your tutors are going to be communicating with you, I'm going to be communicating with you, your universities are going to be emailing you things, and you need to stay organized via email. So this is a really important part, and when you lose something, it doesn't look good. Okay, the next suggestion I have is Dropbox. Dropbox is fantastic. It's basically a virtual folder. It's actually a real folder that you put onto your computer, but it is also virtually backed up online. So you have anything that you put into your Dropbox, you have that available to you anytime you want, and it's fantastic, and it's free. The third suggestion I have for you, and I really want to emphasize, that everybody should be doing this, and that is creating a Google Doc. It's very easy. All you do is just go to Google, find Google Docs, and choose spreadsheets. Spreadsheets going to be a great way of organizing your data. A lot of students have, well, when it comes to sending your applications, this is the best format that you can make because we need certain data like addresses, phone numbers, emails, those sorts of things. And if they're just sort of buried in this massive amount of text, it's sort of hard to dig out. So this is a great way of organizing it. So you can see what I've done is I'm kind of a visual person, so I wanted to keep these top row, give this top row a color. These are going to be my categories. And again, these categories are unique to me. They are not for you. They're not for anybody else other than me. They are what I find important and how I make my decision on universities. That's what I'm going to put in the top row. The left row is, the left column is going to be my universities, my choices. These are the schools that I'm researching, and this number can grow and shrink all the time, and it should be doing that. When you find one university you like, chances are you're going to find 4, 5, or 10 more that are very similar to that university. And you can start doing research and add a couple on there. It should be sort of expanding and contracting all the time until when you actually apply, we're looking for 10 is on the upper end of the scale. I would say 10 is a very solid number. Some high schools limit their students to applying to 10. We don't do that, but 10 is a good number, or a little bit on the high, but 6, 7, 8, that's ideal. Right, so I'm going to fill this in magically. Boop, there we go. There's my criteria. I want to do some research on location. Weather is a big thing for me, although you'll see the universities that I choose have pretty various was a very different types of weather. Size, again, the choices I made are very different. You'll see those in a second. I do want English literature. That's what I want to study when I get to university. And then I've got some quantitative data that allows me to see whether or not I'm in the right ballpark. If I'm an IB predicted grade of 30, sorry, um, if I've got 30 IB's predicted grade, and their average IB score is a 39, chances are I'm going to be on the bottom of their list and probably won't get in. Same thing with the SAT and the ACT. These are quantitative pieces of data that you can use to determine whether or not you're a good academic fit. Okay. Additionally, these are in no specific order, obviously. I wanted to play lacrosse, and so I've put that as my criteria, and then I've put any other notes. So that's my selection. I've given you a lot of different criteria to choose from, and this is what I have found important to me. I'm not really that interested in whether it's a hands-on learning experience or if it's more of a theoretical learning experience or um, uh, all those other criteria that I mentioned. That's not really important to me. This is what's important. Okay. Next, I'm going to put in some universities. There you go. Wow. There we go. So I've got some U.S. universities, some Canadian universities, another couple U.S. universities, some Australian universities, and that's where they go. All right. And the final step is, of course, to do my research, and magically, there we go. We've got all this information. This is not accurate, by the way. I have pretty much just made up most of this stuff, although this stuff is accurate. Now, again, this list should be expanding and contracting all the time. So maybe I did the research for Tulane and I decided, it's just going to be too hot for me down in New Orleans. I don't want. I'm not really interested in Tulane, and I'm actually more of a cold weather person. UVA is not too cold. These are pretty good temperatures. So I'm going to stick with these. These are obviously pretty chilly. So I'm gonna stick with this list, and you're more than welcome to take out schools anytime, and do some more research. Again, when you find one that you like, then you're gonna find more that are very similar to it. Okay, so ultimately, I want you to have this spreadsheet available to you so that you can sit down, and when your counselor or your parents ask you about, well, why do you like McGill? Well, this is you've got this data in front of you. You can tell them, well, I'm a good match academically for it. These are the reasons that I like it, and this is really good data to have, and it's good to keep this stuff organized for future use when you're making a decision on which universities you're actually going to apply to. When you're in year 12, it's okay for this to grow and grow and grow. In year 13, you're going to shave it down so that it's a much more manageable list. So those are my suggestions on how to stay organized, and I hope that they are useful to you.